belief, intellectual positions grounded in praxis, changing the world. Okay? And I want to argue that a transformative left, and I do this in these writings, are defined by four things. First, how do you understand capitalism today and its crisis? In other words, your theory of capitalism. That must define you as a leftist. Does the EFF have a theory of capitalism? I'm not sure. Second, we need to learn lessons from the past, critical lessons. We have a rich tradition of left politics. But we need to look at this past, not with starry eyes. There isn't a trans-historical template for left politics, i.e. 1917. No. We need to look critically at revolutionary nationalism, critically at social democracy, critically at the Soviet revolutionary tradition. The third thing we need to do is that we need to embrace a new strategic politics. There have been two premises or pillars to left strategic politics in the 20th century. The first pillar is the idea of the strategic location of the working class in the economy at the point of production. The second strategic idea is crisis. Lenin used the notion of crisis to think about strategy and so on, and many others. The point is this, is that today, the former pillar is much weaker because of globalization and the adjustment to capital. Labor's on the defeat. Labor is defensive today. But at the same time, crisis looms large, and it's here. And I want to argue that we are still in the epoch of strategic politics. From 1870, from the Paris Commune to now, the only way we can go forward is if we continue a tradition of strategic politics, what I call democratic systemic reforms. And then finally, this identity of the left, this thought identity, this praxis identity of the left, in my view, has to be defined by what the left stands for. And in this regard, there's two things. An ethics of care. Now, the revolutionary Marxist tradition eschewed their ethics. They had, inadvertently, even they didn't know it, they had a consequential ethics. All means justify the ends. Gulags, civil war, killing off the cream of your leadership, and so on. We need an ethics of care in what Ernest Bloch calls the warm stream of radical thought. We need love, and we need solidarity, and we need freedom. We need ethics to ground our praxis. Without it, we are in trouble. Secondly, we also need a deep commitment to systemic alternatives. The poly-crisis that Charles alluded to, the poly-crisis his book grapples with, etc., is also about alternatives. We have answers to solve the problems we live in, to solve the poly-crisis. But for that, ladies and gentlemen and comrades, we need to bring back left politics. We need a left alternative now more than ever. History is telling us, invent it, and invent it now. Comrades, this has been 27 years of trying to figure this out. I look forward to our further engagements tonight. Thank you.